Hey guys, Jillian here with your bar fitness class through Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. All you're going to need today is a stable surface, chair, countertop, mantle, anything that's going to provide some stability for our bar work, and then just some light weights. If you don't have those, you can skip them, grab some water bottles, soup cans, whatever. If you don't have any of that equipment, no worries, and we'll get started. Thanks for joining me. So if you don't already have your mat on the ground, place it on the ground. You can straddle the mat, come into a wide second position. So you're externally rotated from those hips. We're going to bring our arms nice and rounded in front of the shoulders. You should have that nice slope. We're going to slide down our imaginary wall. Knees track over the toes the whole time, and then you're going to have your shoulders line up with the hips. Four more here, and then we're going to do a little pulse at the bottom. 3, 2, last one, hold it here, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Reach through the fingertips to one side. Back to center, plie down again. And then back to center, one more plie. Drop the right shoulder, then the left, and a little twist. One more each side. And then come out of it, shake it off. Go ahead, bring your feet hip width. And then the arms up to fifth position. I'll make sure I'm back enough today. So nice and rounded in front of the shoulder, in front of the ears. And you're just gonna come up high knees. Using those abs to lift the leg. You know, we're thinking about a nice lengthened body here. We're going to add in those arms in 3, 2, last one, here we go. Three, 2, last one. Shake it off. Come back to that position again. I keep walking forward here. And then fifth position, arms, high kicks now. So you're going to lead with the knee, snap the foot out. 4 more, we add in the arms. 2, last one. Add in your arms. 4, 3, 2, last one. Shake it out. We're heading down to the mat, tricep dips. So taking a seat on the mat, toes forward. Toes forward, hands come behind you, fingers facing forward. From here, if you need to modify, you have any hand or wrist injuries, just stay here, work against your own body weight. Otherwise, we're going to lift up to a bridge position. From here, you should have your hands underneath your shoulders, abs are in, and then we're just going to do a little two count pulse here. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. From here, we're just going to do regular tricep dip. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come to demi-point. And the ball of your feet. Here we go. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't lock out those elbows. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Don't get too comfortable. We're going to stretch out those triceps. Other side. Oops. All right, now we're going to flip over. 60-second plank coming at you. So whatever variation you need to take, whether you're on your knees, forearms, straight arms. Let's do this. 60 seconds. Get into place. See if my watch will work here. We'll try it. I'm actually going to come to my forearms today. Make sure those hips are tucked under. We don't want to have that tush sticking up. Here we go. And make sure we're not straining our neck. Find that focus to get you through. Halfway there. And if you need to drop to your knees, you're starting to lose that form, that's fine. Stay in position. Don't give up on the plank is what I'm saying. 15 seconds. 10. And then release it, take a brief child's pose. And then we're going to slowly come to standing. Start right off the bat with some balance work. So if you're going to use your weights, you can go ahead and grab those now. So we're going to start, heels together, toes apart, nice tall posture, rib cage laced up, abs are contracting in towards the spine. We're going to think about that nice lengthened posture through the crown of the head. We're going to come to our cheerleading stance, as I like to call it. Make sure I'm going to be in the shot here. So we're going to start with some balance work, and then we'll work those biceps in this position too. So I want you to trace the lifted arm, that side. You might be on the right, I'm on my left, whatever. So same side. What I want here is not tree pose. I don't want tree pose, and I don't want to see that knee coming in. So that knee is externally rotated, or not the knee, the leg is externally rotated, hips are squared, big toe towards the indent of the opposite knee. If that's too much, you can bring it down lower, or just keep it into the floor the whole time. From here, we're going to start with just the arms. Squeeze it in, extend. Squeeze and extend. Find that focus. Four more, we're going to add in the leg. 3, 2, hold it. Now we extend, squeeze in. And you might be wobbling, you might come out of that position. That's fine. Shake it off, get right back into it. Even if you're doing less reps, oops, that's fine. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2, oof, hold it. And then release it. Shake it off for a moment. We're going to come back in. Try and hold that position and do a set of bicep curls. So when we get into that position, I want you to make sure that the shoulder and the elbows are lined up as we curl in. Now if the passe position is too much, again, you can tap that foot on the floor instead. Here we go. Ooh, it's hard, right? Nice and controlled with those arms too. Don't let them swing because you're worried about your balance. And if that's happening, drop it down. You can also do this in a first position plie. Stay with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out. Other side. Hips are squared off. Abs pulled in. Cheerleading stance. Oops. Squeeze it in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it in, extend, bend. You can do this. Give me 8, 7, oh, I'm falling over too, it's okay. Squeeze those abs in. And again, if you lose it, you can also modify in this position. 4, 3, 2, oh my goodness. Last one. Do a little hold. Shake it out, and then we're going to do the biceps again. Oh my gosh. Shaking all over the place today. My muscles are like twitching everywhere. Comes with the territory. Give me 10, 9, 8, oh my gosh. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Now we're going to stay in that first position. Heels together, toes apart. I want you to make sure it's a natural first position. So from here, bring those heels back in for a moment for me. Heels and toes in to touch, thighs zipped up. Nice tall posture. Rock back on those heels. So it's an external rotation from the hips. It shouldn't be from the knees or the ankle. And I'm looking for a V, not 180 degrees. So make sure you don't feel any pulling. If you do, bring it in a little bit. From here, you have two options with the lower body. So you can stay here, feet flat, plie, and or lose the weights. So if they get too much, put them down. If it's too much on demi-point, drop those feet. Otherwise, we're going to lift up straight legs, first position. Walk the heels in. Plie down. Oh, I'm all discombobulated here. Oh my gosh. Plie down 2 inches. Little tuck, so I just want to make that pelvis neutral here. So I'm taking my little bowl, making it equal. Tucking that pelvis. It's a small movement. Abs are in. I'm going to extend the arms to the front. Make sure I got my balance here. Diamond shape between the thighs. And those heels are kissing. Little circles forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it for me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Palms forward. Squeeze in. So you land just behind the back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Eight more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release for a moment. Bring it back up. Flex, relax. Flex, relax. So up and down. Up and down. And again, if it's too much, take those flat feet or lose the weights. You got this. Almost done. Four, three, two, last one. From here, just hold those weights, fingertips towards the corner of the room or towards the side of the room. Little pulse. Pulse the arms. Everything pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, and release. Put your weights down. Stretch out the shoulder. Other side. And then pick up those weights again if you dropped them. And again, as I said before, all optional with those weights. So if you need to skip them, do so. Listen to your body. Heels together, toes apart. I'm going to step my right leg back like I'm going into a curtsy lunge, sinking that weight in the front leg, my knees lined up with the ankle. Abs are in. I'm going to do my little 45 hinge here. And I lift and lower. So your gaze should just be slightly in front of you. I'm looking to make sure I got everything in the shot here. But don't strain that neck, making an extension of the spine. Here we go. Both sides we got to do. If the full range is too much, take it halfway. Or lose those weights. Either one works. Squeeze. Create that own resistance, especially since we're using lighter weights. Four, three, two, hold it at the top. 8 pulses. Here we go. Nice and controlled. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Little circles forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 8, 7, 6. Nice and small. 3, 2, and 1. Release for a moment. Release the arms. The legs too if you need to, and then come right back into that position. So, oof, I'm like falling all over the place today. Balance is not what it normally is. Now I'm going to bring my palms behind me. Weights if you have them, if it's good for you. Still sinking the weight in that front leg. Abs are in. Keeping those hips squared. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do little circles. Circle, circle, circle. Doesn't matter which direction here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, make sure those palms face in. We're going to go into a kickback. I just keep adjusting my form here so you can see what my posture looks like. Kickback position. Make sure that the arms are stable. So the elbow should act like a hinge. Top part of the arm is not going to move. We extend and bend. Keep it controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 4, 3, 2, hold it out, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it. See if you can hinge slightly forward, and then we're going to pulse the foot and the arms at the same time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now, if that's too much, keep that back foot planted. Last one. Whew. Put the weights down for a sec, shake it out. We gotta do everything on the other leg though, right? So now, when you're ready, pick your weights up. Maybe you don't want to use weights for that second set, that's fine. From that first position, bring it back, curtsy, hips are squared, abs pulled in. Bring those arms to the front, we extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, pulses are next, 3, 2, hold it up, little pulses, nice and controlled, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, little circles forward, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, reverse it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. One more set of triceps, then we're done, we're moving on to the bar. So, again, weights if you want to use them, palms face up, bring those arms behind you, still sinking that weight into that front leg, knee tracking over the toes. Pulse it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 to go, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now circles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release for a second if you need it. We got our kickbacks. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out. Now we're going to do 8 pulses again, and then with the optional leg pulse too. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Now pulse it up for me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, maybe hold, and release. Oh, let's stretch real quick. Then we're headed to the bar. Tuck your weights off to the side, grab some water, and I'm going to push my mat out of the way. Okay, figure 4 stretch. Ankle over opposite knee. Other side. Get your bar ready if you need to. And then quick upper body here. Triceps. Other side. And then interlace those fingers. Lift the arms. Chest opener. Squeeze. And release. Let's get to our work here. Oops. So parallel elevates to warm up. Heels and toes into touch, thighs zipped up, gentle press on the bar, abs pulled in. Shoulders down and back, rib cage closed off. Like you're tightening that corset. Nice length through the crown of the head. Gentle press on our bar. Here we go. We're just going to lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep breathing. If it's too much to go up all the way, you can go ahead, lift up halfway, lower down. Take a baby elevate. 8 more. And we're going to test our balance. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. See if you can take both hands off the bar. Keep those abs pulled in. You're doing great. And release. Whew. We're going to go into half ups this time. So we lift all the way up, halfway down. So you can see a little bit better. We got this. Stay with me. We're going to stretch those calves in just a moment. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and release. Extend one leg back, stretch out the calf. Other side. Now we're going to go into our parallel plies. In case you haven't been joining me, if you need to modify here, stay flat on the feet. We're also going to make sure we're not taking our squat position. We're going to have the shoulders lined up with the hips. It's going to be great. Heels together, toes apart. Thighs zipped up. Take the modification here if you need it. Nice and lengthy through the crown of the head, abs pulled in, shoulders down and back. Gentle press on that bar. We lift, lower down about 2 inches, little tuck. So all I want to do here is just make sure the tailbone's towards the floor. I'm pulling up through the front of the abs, shoulders lined up with the hips. This is our home base position here. So we're going to go down, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. Keep those abs in. 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. Now we're going to go into singles in 3, 2, last one. Now we're just going to go up, down, up, down. Keep those thighs zipped up, heels high, and we're tucked, abs are pulled in. And notice how I'm not straightening my knees all the way. I'm not coming all the way up. Be kinder to your knees. You don't have to work as hard. You're working just as hard, I should say, but you're being kinder on your knees. Four, 3, 2, hold it at the bottom. Retuck if you need it, little pulses here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. See if you can balance. I know you're on fire. And release, shake it out. Quad stretch. Other side. Now from our parallel position, we're going to rock back on our heels, go into our first position. We're going to repeat that set of elevates in first position. So we lift, lower, lift, lower. Eight to go. Then we do our balance check. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top. Remember, abs are pulled in. Slowly drop it down. Now we go half up. So we lift up, lower halfway down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and release. Stretch out those calves again. Other side. Now if one side is still really tight, feels like it's going to cramp up those in your calves, then go ahead, keep the stretch a little bit longer. Otherwise, come back into your first position. Plie if you need the modification with feet flat on the floor, otherwise with straight legs. We're nice and tall, abs pulled in, rib cage closed up. We lift, walk those heels in together so you should have a triangle between the feet. Diamond shape between the thighs as we plie down 2 inches. Little tuck. Abs are in, our shoulders line up with the hips the whole time. Tailbone towards the floor. This is home base. We're going to start with just a small pulse here. Squeeze those glutes too. Are you feeling the burn? Eight more pulses here. Nice and small. 4, 3, 2, hold it at the bottom. Take your balance. And then plie down 1 more inch. Pulse, back, back, back. So I want you to make sure, let me come over here, you keep working. I want to make sure that you're not going forward, back, from this position, back, back. Stay with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Stretch out those quads. Other side. All right. From here, side of the bar, heels together, toes apart. Make sure you have about an elbow's distance from the bar. You're not too close. And we're going to tandu out each leg. Take a wider second position. So those heels should be just past hip width. Second position, arm. And we're just going to do a plie. So shoulders stay over the hips, knees over the toes. So it's an external rotation. Make sure you're not just doing it from the knee or the ankle. You're probably in a lot of pain right now, or you will be. I want you to make sure you're not sticking that tush back. We're not squatting. Weight is evenly distributed. So before we do any other work with our second position, we want to make sure we have that form down. Knees track over toes. If it's too intense, don't go so deep with the plie. I also don't want you sinking in those hips, right? There's a lot to remember. The easiest way is to just imagine you have an invisible pane of glass, keeping you upright, keeping that weight evenly distributed. Proud chest, abs pulled in. Let's take 4 more. Then we'll hold it at the bottom, and the fun will begin. 3, 2, hold it down. From here, I want you to pop that right heel or outside heel up. And we're just going to do a pulse here. If this is too intense, just take a pulse right here with both feet flat on the floor. Whew. So we have a nice tall heel if we can. If not, we're flattened, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it at the bottom. Little pulse back, so it's very small, small, small. Just pressing that knee back, 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 back. Oh, and if that's too intense, continue with the pulses. Back, back, 4, 3, 2, hold. Come out of it, release it, plie it down again. Other side. We're going to go right into our plies. Oh, whew. Here we go. And again, if your form, keep working. If this form, your form is suffering, I want you to go back to the basics every time with every bar move. Come flat on the floor with those feet. If it's too intense, take a pulse. Give me another set of 8 here. And we finish with a pulse back. 4, 3, 2, hold, back, back, back. It's so tiny. Back, back. It doesn't feel tiny though, does it? Back, back. Keep it small. Keep that other knee tracking over the toe too. 4, 3, 2, hold. Oh, release it for a moment. And then icing on the cake here, we plie. If it's comfortable, pop up on both feet. Take a balance here in a releve. You might be shaking, especially in this position. Those muscle fibers seem to be going crazy. Whew. And release. Reach for the floor. And then we're going to go into our plie passe series. We'll do 8 on each side. So nice little, just a taste test there. We plie, you're going to push off that outside leg, passe. As you land, I want you to watch out for a couple things. So remember, just to recap our passe, big toe towards the indent of the opposite knee. You can take it lower if you need to. Hips are squared, so they're not opening with that leg. And we're not in a tree pose. So it's not the whole foot, it's that big toe. External rotation of the leg. Hips are squared. Make sure it doesn't come from the hips. I don't even know what you guys are on here, but let's take 3 more. And then we're going to balance at the top. Last one. Abs pulled in. See if you can stand nice and tall here. Oh, you might have to grab on the bar. That's okay. Ooh, shake it out. Switch sides. So we come to our wider second position. We plie, passe, plie, passe. So as you're landing, make sure you're not pressing that weight back into the heels and the chest isn't jutting forward. Proud chest. Plie, passe. The hardest part is getting that delicate landing. I feel ya. Take it slow. So it's only 8 reps, but maybe you can only do 4 keeping the right form. So worry about that. Don't worry about the reps here. 3, 2, hold it in. Keep that nice tall form, abs pulled in towards the spine. Release. One more set, and then we're gonna go, we'll stretch and hit the mat. So let's get our Arabesque done. So a couple options here. If you have any lower back issues, you can stack the forearms, heels together, toes apart, stack the forearms, tender the leg out, lift and lower. If that's still too much, you can come into an upright position. You want that leg to stay behind the hip. Otherwise, come to a tabletop back. So it's hard to see my form here because I still have my long sleeve shirt on. You want to have a flat back, abs are pulled in, so no sway back, no sagging, right? Nice and strong, hips are lined up with the ankles. I'm going to turn my right leg back. So my leg should be turned out because I'm starting in that first position. We're actually going to start in pulses, but I'm just taking, I urge you to do the same, a couple battements here to make sure you're okay with the form. Hips are squared. All right, let's get down to business. Hold it at the top. Abs pulled in, hips are squared. Pulse, pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. And then from here, I'm just going to switch so you guys can keep seeing different angles of the form. It's hard because we're not in class. Now we're just going to plie that supporting leg. Oops, I switched sides in the transition here. Plie. So my knee is tracking over the toe. And my lifted leg, my right leg, along for the ride. 4 more. Then we're going to add a little pulse at the top. 2. Last one. Now we're going to do a plie, lift, squeeze those glutes, pulse at the top. Plie, lift, squeeze at the top. So you do a little pulse. Whew, stay with me. Feel those glutes firing up? Isn't that awesome? Whew. Stay strong. I keep switching sides. I just want you to be able to see. Make sure you're activating those glutes. 4, 3, 2, last one. 8 pulses to finish. 8, 7, 6, squeeze those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Shake it out. Left side. Then we hit the mat. So tabletop or stack form, whatever's going to work for you today. We're going to do left leg out, hips are parallel, and that toe is turned out, abs pulled in, couple lifts here. And if it's still too much in any of those positions, decrease that range of motion. Rule of thumb, anytime we're doing a lift, decrease that range of motion. We ready to do this here? So at the top, so knee isn't locked out on that right leg, but it's also not bent. You can bend it if you want a little bit more of a challenge. Squeeze those glutes, little pulses. Abs are in, and that leg should stay behind the hip. That's what I was trying to say earlier and I couldn't. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2, hold. Now we plie with that supporting leg and that lifted leg along for the ride. Knee tracks over the toes the whole time. So watch your form. It's nice and controlled. You might only be able to do a couple, and that's fine. I want you to do those couple with the best form that you can provide. 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Now remember, we're going to do our plie, lift, squeeze those glutes, pulse at the top. Ready? We got this. 8 to finish, and then one more set of pulses. We can do this. Plie, squeeze at the top, plie, pulse. Plie, pulse. Plie, pulse. Plie, pulse. Plie, pulse. You got 4. 3, squeeze those glutes. Don't forget to squeeze the glutes at the top. Last one. Keep on pulsing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, before you come out of that position, release, tabletop back. If you're in a position, you might not have something stable enough for that. And then we're going to go ahead, figure 4 stretch. Other side. Whew. And then we'll hit those quads again. And any extra stretches that you need. If we're in the studio right now, we do this delicious bar stretch. Can't wait to get back to that. Other side for the quads. Shake it off, move your bar out of the way. And then grab your mat. Finish with that core work. Water when you need it. All right. So we're going to slowly come down to the mat. Get to work here. So we're going to start in our crunch position. Hands stacked behind the head. Feet planted into the mat. Abs pulled in, elbows are wide. We're going to lift up and down. Just a regular crunch here. Four more here. 3, 2, hold it at the top, release the head, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. And then release it, stack those hands behind the head again. This time we're going to add an oblique twist. So we're going to lift up to the center, twist, back to center and down. Up, twist, center, and down. Up, twist, center, and down. Doing great, stay with it. And if that twist is too much, just go ahead and stay in a regular crunch position. Four more each side. Two more. Last one. And then from here, come back to center, release the head. 8 pulses again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. And release it. Now we're going to go ahead and bring the legs up 90 degrees. If you need to modify, you can go ahead and put a hand underneath your pelvis. What I want you to do, make sure those abs are pulling in towards the mat, pulling in towards the spine. Arms by our side, shoulders down, nice and controlled. We're just going to start lowering to 45 and then back to 90. The minute you feel that back arching off the mat, I want you to think about, I want you to decrease that range of motion. So if you're going down here and that back is arching off the mat like crazy, decrease that range of motion. We're taking it nice and slow. Most of us are going to be happy or challenged enough going 90 to 45. Abs pulled in. And again, if you're just joining us, you need to modify. Put that hand underneath the pelvis. How are we doing out there? Keep going. I keep seeing a bunch of things popping up. I'm just trying to see. Oh, hi. Okay. Just want to make sure there was no like tech issues or anything. All right. 8 more double legs. We got this. So make sure you're not going into a reverse crunch too on your way up. Keep it nice and controlled, nice and tame. This should be all abs here. 4, remember that breath. 3, 2, bring it back to 90 on your last one. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. We're going to pulse towards the ceiling. Get those shoulders off the mat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. And then slowly release it. Go ahead and bring those knees into the chest for a moment. Give yourself a squeeze. Give yourself a hug. You're doing a great job. Maybe stir those legs around for a moment. Other side. All right, we're going to go into our plank series here. We're going to add in an extra plank, because who doesn't love those, right? So slowly come up. So we're going to start with a 60-second plank, then our side plank, then 60-second plank, and then one more side plank. So we got an extra 60 seconds in there, but we're really going to light up those abs. I know you're probably burning already. So whatever position you need to be in to be successful here, we've got, you know, the knee option, forearm, straight arm. Do what you need to do. I just want to make sure that tush isn't in the air. We're nice and level and no sagging. All right. I'm also going to give you that option with the knees both times. So let me get my timer ready here. We got this. Enough talking for me. Get into position, nice and strong. So we don't want to see any sagging too, right? Shoulders pulling away from the ears, abs pulled in. And right off the bat, if you want to add that challenge, you can do a double knee dip or alternating knee dips with control. Oops, my timer always goes off when I'm moving here. But look at that, we're already halfway through. That's awesome. And it's gonna keep, I better go on my forearm. Stay strong. 20 seconds. 15. Oops. All right, go ahead and press back, child's pose. And then slowly come into side plank position. So that forearm, shoulder's gonna be lined up with the elbow, and then forearm parallel to the mat. Hips are stacked. You can do it on your knees if you need to modify. I like to have my top leg extended, or you can do full, those thighs squeezing together. Are we ready? 30 seconds. Here we go. Maybe lift your leg if you want to. Shoulder pulling away from the ears. 30 seconds. If you want to add a little extra too, you can do the little pulse at the top. Up to you. 10 seconds. Lower down. Back into our plank position. Here we go. And I just want to make sure, sometimes we think we're in the right position, and we might be like heading into downward dog. So I want to make sure that you're just tucking those hips slightly under in this position, making sure that you have the right form. Those abs are really engaged. Halfway mark, so if you want to add in your knee dips, here we go. So as I'm doing this, notice how I'm not sticking my tush out trying to do it, right? Hips are still tucked under, abs pulled in. Shoulders pulling away from the ears. We've got, let's keep turning off, 10 seconds. Let's do this. Then one more side plank. Let's see. All right, 30 more seconds of work and we are done. We're gonna stretch. So get into your position. Are your abs lit up? Whew. So whatever position you need to for your side plank. I want you to make sure those hips are stacked though. The whole time, and you're not bending backwards. Abs are pulled in, hips stacked. No sagging, right? Here we go. If I can even get over here. There we go. Maybe lift and lower if you choose, or your little pulses. Doing great. 20 seconds left. No sagging, right? Keep it up. Keep those hips lifted. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. From here, I want you to just flip over on your bum. Extend those legs. Flex the feet. Hinge forward at the hips. Reach for those toes. And then release. We're just going to take a little child's pose here before we come to a seated position. Whatever's comfortable. And then walk those fingertips over to one side. Make it a half circle. Other side, and then go right through. Back to center, hold it for another moment here. And then we're going to slowly lift up out of it, come to seated, bottoms of the feet together. You can grasp the toes, or if it's more comfortable, the ankles. Elbows in towards the thigh. We're just going to take a deep breath. Just breathe into that stretch a little bit deeper. And then from here, extend that right leg out. Draw that left leg in. Reach one arm up and over. Make sure you have that lateral flexion side to side. Back to center, release the left, bring the right in, other side. Oops. So hips should be stable here. Decrease that range of motion if those hips become unstable. And then release the right leg. The best part, my favorite part, before we lower down, flex and point those feet, maybe circle. And let's do the sides first. So keep those feet flexed. Arms out to second. We're going to rotate towards that left foot. And then reach towards the foot. And if that foot stays flexed, you should feel a great stretch. Slowly walk it in. Come back to center, rotate towards the right. Reach towards the toe. And then back to center. This time, rock that pelvis slightly forward, lower down on your forearms. Take some breaths here. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Maybe you're good where you are. And slowly walk it in. And we're going to take our time coming to a standing position. When we get to the top, let's take one more reach towards the floor. And if it feels good, interlace those fingers behind you. Let the arms fall. And with a small bend in the knee, use those arms to pull yourself up. As you get to the top, gaze towards the ceiling. Press that fist down. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Release it. Take our final plie. So come to that wider second position. You're going to plie. Hands come to prayer position. If it's comfortable, you can come lift those heels off the mat, come into a releve. We're just going to take a moment. I'm going to shut up for a second. And just recognize this time that we carved out for ourselves today. Awesome job. You guys did great. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you on Wednesday. Have a great day. It looks gorgeous outside. Remember to take care of yourself.